Bases. What are they? Where do they come from? And what are they doing here?
Big up to the boys, Fox and Shane. Set your minds free, no locks and chains. Do what you love, roll the dice. 50-50, we cold as ice. One thing cold, but the penny turn red. Can't let that shit play in my head, war gaming.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Hobby Homies. We are your weekly tabletop podcast. I'm Shane. Hanging out with me is...
Me, I'm Fox.
And, of course, we have...
Churchy
and the boy. And Max and Murphy.
Yeah. Murphy's our featured guest.
Yes.
He's coming over to say
First time appearance, probably? Maybe? I don't know.
I think he snuck around the back a couple times.
Yeah, he's good at doing that.
Okay.
Max is barking at his tennis ball, which he wants someone to get for him.
What are we talking about? While I get Max's tennis ball, what are we talking about, Shane?
Today we're talking about the wonderful world of basing your miniatures. Should you, do you, and how do you do it? That's what I want to know. Fox? Yeah. Different methods of basing, how we based our miniatures. It's basically a hobby corner. Good old hobby corner. It's been a while since we've done one of them.
Yeah, we used to do these types of episodes all the time where we would just pick a little part of the hobby, like basing or painting or whatever it may, terrain or whatever, and we just kind of lock in and chat about that for, used to be over an hour. Now we're much more subtle.
Yeah, sometime around 30 minutes is fine.
Cool.
Yep.
So bases are super important.
They are what your miniatures stand on.
Yeah, and a lot of people say the base is 50% of the model in terms of not how long it takes, but the impact that it has.
Absolutely. The base tells a story.
Yeah. Now, we're also very simple.
We are simpletons.
We're very simple people.
Yeah.
Just in every facet of our lives.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be talking about some sort of high level bases tell a story. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just using the example you gave. You know, no high level like meta analysis of basing, but we are going to hype you up because you're going to hopefully listen to this and it just helps sometimes to be like, yeah, you know what? I am going to base those 5 things.
Yeah.
Just because it's in my ear. They're talking about basing.
Yeah.
There's some good ideas. There's some interesting thoughts. Having said all that, if you've got basing ideas, there's nothing better than finding like a cheat code base.
Oh, yeah.
And so if you've got some ideas that you use extensively because it's just like change the way you do basing, let us know. Jump in our Discord.
Yep.
We've got a Hobby Corner channel in there.
Yep.
Perfect place for it.
Put it in the comments too so you can share it with everyone else watching the video.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you do your bases? Have you hacked your bases? Have you found out the easiest and best methods? Because sometimes bases can hold a project up.
Yeah, I used to be one of those people where I would do my whole everything. I'd be like, I'll do the bases last. So I'll entirely paint these miniatures.
Like a psychopath.
Like a psychopath, exactly. I'll do the base in all one hit.
Yeah.
And I would often find by the time you get to the end of the project, even though the basing in theory is the easiest, now you've already got feet glued onto bases and you got kind of got to work around them with whatever texture stuff you're using, even if it's just painting on PVA.
Yeah.
It's still a bit of work and you just go, I just can't be bothered.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the best thing I've done now is I actually base, when I buy a thing, the first thing I do is bases.
Yep. Yep. Then you prime over them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like if you're putting raw materials and stuff down, you really want to paint over it anyway.
Yep.
So then when you glue your miniature and you prime your miniature, the base passively gets primed in that process. And it just helps because then it's most of it's done.
Yeah, I'm a big kind of guy when it comes to like basing first, then priming over it and painting it all together.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not a fan of like gluing feet to basing material.
Yeah.
Because like I just feel like that's how they come off.
Yeah.
You know, like break off and stuff like that. So
yeah, sure. I do glue them to basing material, but it is just a trade-off. Like if you glue straight to the base, you get such good adhesion.
Yeah.
But then you got to work the stuff around their feet.
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
So that's the trade-off.
And you lose a bit of height too. Like if you want to build up some texture,
Yeah.
now it's kind of like, well, they're up to their ankles in mud.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
I think that's like the like best way to get a stronger adhesion because I do struggle. I'll lay out 80 bases.
Oh wow.
So if I've got like my box of Soviets for Chain of Command or Warlord games. Bolt action. I was like, I don't know when I'm going to build and paint all of the Russians.
Yeah.
But I know I got 80 bases.
Yeah.
or I think it was 81 bases. And then, so I just laid them all out, put them all on double-sided tape, and just did all the bases then.
And at least, right, just to interrupt, your bases will be consistent.
Exactly.
They're gonna be exactly the same whether you get to them now or in years' time.
Yeah.
If you try to replicate something,
Yeah.
you're not going to do it the same way. It's going to be just a little bit different. You might run out of what material you use, and then maybe you can't find it again, or you know, yeah. So no, that's a good idea.
And so now I've got in my, and I've done the same for my Kroot bases too. So it's a big Kroot army of which I haven't built half of it.
Yeah.
But all the bases are done.
Oh yeah.
So now when I do build them, I just glue them to these existing bases. In my Russian box and in my Kroot box just has all the bases done already.
Yeah.
Little tiny bits of rocks falling off and
Yeah.
moving around the box.
Yeah. I want to know your basing texture, right? Because
Sure.
I always love, like, it's always so fine but so detailed.
Yeah.
It's not just texture paste, which is generally what I use.
Yeah.
Or sand glued on there. So you obviously use some kind of mix, right?
Yeah.
But I do notice yours can be crumbly.
It can be.
Yeah.
I expect that, and
Yeah.
I don't care about that
Yeah.
because if 30% of the rocks fall off,
Yeah.
or like the grit or whatever falls off, I couldn't care less.
Sure.
Couldn't care less.
Do you not seal it after you're done?
No, I don't. I did that for the Russians.
Yep.
But yeah, for some others, I just don't. I can't even be bothered.
Because you could even get like a spray bottle with watered down PVA.
Yeah.
And just give them a spritz.
Yeah. I haven't tried that yet on the I'd have to probably wait till it's all super dry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could give it a go. I could try
Yeah.
that. Just seems like an extra step when I don't really care about some of the basic
Fair
materials falling off. But
Yep.
if I was planning on painting them, so for my process, I've got a tiny little video up on our Patreon. It's like 2 minutes, and I show you how I do the base.
Nice.
So if you're a member of our Patreon, you can suss that out. But it's basically just a textured paint from Vallejo.
Yep.
It's like dark earth, whatever. It's
Yep.
just it's basically paste and grit.
Yeah.
Slap that on there, and then I'd sprinkle on just like a real fine grit.
Oh, okay.
It's like a little mix of rocks.
Yep. And where'd you get that from?
Just the side of the road.
Oh,
Yeah, there was like a little construction site thing that had these massive mounds of this thing, and I walked past, and on the edges, it was big gravel, big chunky rocks.
Yep.
But I saw these little pools around the edges where like all the finer stuff had sort of sieved down.
Yep.
And I was like, that stuff is perfect.
Yep.
So I just grabbed 3 buckets of that, and now I'm down to 1.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
but it's cool. It's got a good mix, so I can be like, all right, I want some bigger rocks, so I pinch from this end of the bucket and sprinkle it, and then I want some fine ones, so I take from this end of the bucket.
Yep.
Sometimes I'll put the models in the bucket and then just flick the stuff on.
I've seen people do that. They kind of like bury the base
Yeah,
and then pull it out.
lift it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just depends how much you want to get on there. Sometimes I just want it to be like really subtle, so I'll just sprinkle stuff on.
Yep.
And then I usually just like press it down a little bit and let it dry.
Oh yeah, nice. Yep.
So that's my pros, and I do that for everything.
Yeah.
Every base I have is the exact same, because from there you can go as crazy as you want.
You paint it different colors and
Yeah.
yeah.
Even just the difference between painting it like a yellowy orange,
Yeah.
it looks like straight out of the desert,
Yeah.
versus painting it like dark and then dry brushing some brown over it where it looks like mud.
Yep.
Then to putting on grass tufts and bigger rocks to make it look grassier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm like, that's all I really need, because I don't want to spend time on it.
No.
Neither does Max, to be honest.
No, he's all about time. More time basing, less time throwing the tennis ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas I want to do, less time basing. Because I feel like just even like a really simple base with a nice black rim job
Yep.
can make a painted miniature somehow looking way better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how it just makes that miniature pop. It just makes it look more complete. Versus some of my miniatures where I've spent a lot of time painting them, and they're just glued to like a plain base. I'm like, that looks hideous.
Yeah.
So
Nice, dude. I didn't know you put the texture paste down. That's yeah. I always just thought you just sort of glued on the sprinkly.
oh, sure,
Stuff,
sure.
so,
Nah,
it's
texture
interesting.
good. Oh, you know what? For the there was one time we had a battle report, and I was painted the rats that day.
Yeah.
And I needed to get a base on, or it was Tyranids actually.
Oh yeah.
That time I just put down super glue.
Yep.
And just buried them in the
Wow.
sand and stuff. So
Yeah.
that was the one time I only used the crumbly things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm big on texture paste. I get this I think it's Vallejo as well.
Yeah.
it's like just like neutral. So it's like white.
Yeah, sure.
And it's just textured stuff, and then you just prime it up, paint it. The only thing I don't like is, if it was, I could probably dye it like with, some like sort of tint.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
I could just buy a brown one.
Yeah, I guess
But
so.
but I like the fact that it's white because then you can prime it, paint it, and it'll take any color.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, does the white, because like for a lot of my stuff that's dark, like it's a real dark brown. So when I
Yeah.
prime it,
Yeah.
if I miss spots, you can't tell.
Yeah.
What about the white? What is that like?
Yeah. So
You got to be pretty
you sort of
heavy.
do have to be pretty heavy with your primer. Sometimes, rarely, I'll go back in with just black paint, just brush it on.
Oh yeah, wow.
But then
Sure.
I usually find by the time I've like slap chopped it, because I paint everything slap chopped these days.
Yeah,
And then painted the base, put like a bath of Agrax on there.
yeah,
Even if you've missed a spot, you can't really tell.
yeah,
And I don't use texture that's that heavy that you'd struggle to get paint onto it.
Yeah,
like
sure.
I'm not using like big rocks or bits of cork or something like that.
yeah,
Just real plain simple. I'm experimenting with different colors because I was doing the same color for a long time.
sure.
Now I'm painting some like deserts and some like mud and
Yeah.
foresty and all that kind of stuff. But
Have you gone, because your bases always used to spend hours.
I
on your bases,
know.
like the Gene Stealer Colts one.
I
and-
know, and I regret because I'd done the same scheme for my guard,
Yeah,
and I regret going that far because it just takes so long. And
you have to do it on all your bases now.
yeah,
You can't
so
not.
and like so I basically I went with like a urban kind of vibe. So I'd have like chunks of cork,
Yeah,
and then on that I would have plastic card that's like railway plastic card, but it's got these etchings in there to look like tile, like stone tiles kind of thing.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I do that for all of them, which I am happy with how they look in the long run.
Oh, they look incredible.
yeah, but
yeah.
like it's just like it just takes so much time.
And also, then you kind of go to the point, you swing to the point where like the base is the feature.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I would say you spent as much time basing those as paint. Oh no, you were doing the old school heavy metal painting, so
For a while,
slowly
yeah.
layering
With
up.
the Gene Stealers, yeah,
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 But if you threw those bases onto your now slap chopped
yeah.
minis, you
Oh,
would.
well, all my Imperial Guard stuff I'm doing nowadays
Yeah.
is the same thing as well. So
Yeah, wow.
yeah, probably am spending just as much time on the bases as I am painting the minis.
Yeah, and they look, and if you spend that much time on bases, they look incredible.
Yeah.
And it's like everyone walks up and be like, "Wow, sick bases." And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
But what about the minis? It's like, oh, I didn't
Yeah.
even see the minis there.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I don't know, and like I've started experimenting a little bit with like different kinds of bases.
Yeah, sure.
Like painted up some of those resin printed bases that you
Oh,
printed
yeah.
up for the jackals.
Yeah,
And at the time, I was kind of like, oh, why would you bother with like a resin base or a base topper or whatever?
yeah,
After painting them, I'm like, okay, I get it.
yeah,
I get why people go with resin printed bases or base toppers or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's an awesome result for next to no work.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's my only problem with it is that oftentimes the creators, they don't make a massive variety.
Oh yeah.
So it's like you might get 10 different, if you're lucky, you might get 10 different 25 mil bases,
Yep.
5 different 32,
Yep.
2 different 50s.
Yeah.
So it's like if you want to do like a full scale army or whatever, you repeat a lot of the bases. Good thing about resin printing is you can flip the bases in the,
Oh, like
you can mirror them.
Yeah. Yeah.
so you kind of get twice as many, kind
Yeah.
of.
yeah.
But the convenience of just like, it doesn't matter when you get to painting these things, they're already based.
Yeah.
And it's not a different, you're not swapping mediums.
Nah.
So you're just painting your miniature, and then in that same session, you paint your base.
Yeah.
You just pick out details, you color between the lines, and
Yeah.
maybe throw a grass tuft on there, and then
Oh yeah. Love me tufts.
I do find that I don't know how to articulate it, but I do find like when I've painted resin bases, it does, because it is the same medium, kind of blend into the miniature.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know, it almost just looks like it doesn't pop like a custom base.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's not as much texture to them, right? Like
yeah.
for what you're doing to yours, actually sprinkling on actual texture.
Yeah.
They're obviously they're textured, but then they're printed.
Yeah, exactly.
So you haven't got that like extreme texture.
You don't
from
have like
little rocks and
those points of interest, and you could
Yeah.
easily just change that up by like putting some super glue down and
yeah,
sprinkling some stuff.
texture paint.
I've got like, I did that actually for my full spectrum dominance.
Mm.
Yeah, FSD.
Yep.
Bases, they're like these little, because it's in a broken street,
Yeah.
broken city.
Yeah.
And so I printed the bases that came with them and then put little bits of printed rubble down. And it
Nice.
just looked too printed.
Oh, really?
Like it just looked too uniform.
Sure.
And so that's all I did. I just, where the rubble was,
Yep.
I just put little dots of super glue down and sprinkled some rocks. And then when I primed them, now the rubble sort of looks like actual rubble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a big piece of fallen off building that just landed there and there's nothing else.
Nah. There's yeah. I'm hearing what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, but I am a big fan of printed bases and toppers for convenience, especially for things where it's like, I'm gonna use this maybe once a year, this particular force, or play this particular game once a year.
Yeah.
So I just want to not have to think about the basing aspect of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Or if I've got a very specific idea that I just cannot execute without spending too much time.
Yep. Just print it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's like with the Kill Team box that I got, that we got and split.
Yep.
The battle clade in there, the lore for them was so cool, like delving down into this ruined underworld.
Yep.
All ancient Gothic relics and stuff like that. I was like, that's cool, and I can see it in my head, and I want them to be in that universe, but I can't model that
Yeah.
without spending like an hour doing the bases.
Yeah.
Or hours doing the bases.
Yeah.
So I just had to look around, and I just found something, a base topper that I was like, that's exactly what I was looking for.
Nice.
So I've printed, glued those. They're all ready to prime now.
How do you find the base toppers? Because they're obviously like thin toppers.
Correct.
And you just glue them to a base.
Yeah.
And just super glue, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Do you find like, do they warp? Like when you've printed them, are they that thin or?
Yeah, I haven't warped. Like, I haven't seen any of mine warp, but I'm a printing god.
Yeah,
so
you are a printing god. That
goes without saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, I think I have seen people who put like the Mod Podge or like a texture,
Oh yeah.
and they kind of push it down, and then it kind of like evens it out. Almost like it is modeling compound, but it's almost like when you put down self-leveling
like
compound.
leveling compound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have seen people do that if they feel like the bases are slightly warped.
Sure.
But I've only done the toppers once, and they weren't.
Yeah.
They were fine.
Yeah.
It just looks like once they're primed, it's actually cool because it gives them a little bit of height, which is cool.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, which
Yep.
is nice.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I rate them.
I guess obviously 3D printing's opened up a whole new world when it comes to bases, right? Like back in the day, people were scratch building everything, like terrain as well, but like those in twigs and rocks and natural elements, and or they'll be trying to make something out of plastic card or wood or metal, or all these intricate little details that you could do. They were trying to figure out ways to do them with actual materials, but that's opened up like all these different basing bits. Printing has like just changed the world. Like like Miniature Horde in Melbourne have a wall with just basing materials. And like you can get anything you can even think of, like all these different kinds of like plants and candles and skulls and rubble piles, and like it just anything that you want you can find. And there's STL packs out there, and there's all sorts of stuff, and it's like we are spoiled when it comes to basing now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I would have been, I guess the base is probably, I think the standard was have a simple base.
Yeah.
Just looking through old art and whatnot, it looks like the base were kind of secondary.
Yeah.
Whereas now that it's become more accessible, it's like, oh, wait, we can spend so little time.
Yeah.
Probably as much time as those people were spending back then on a textured base.
Yeah.
As they can.
Yeah.
But we get such a much more intricate base. And there are some cool ideas. You can just like go onto My Mini Factory and look at basing bits and just keep scrolling down. And often I'll be like, I want to build bases just around these few pieces that I found.
Yeah.
Whether it be like underwater, and then I'm like, but what army would be like? Would have underwater pieces. So then I start buying armies.
But that's how you get your depth guard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or the Ideneth Deepkin. Is that the other ones?
Yeah.
No, it's cool. And we're spoiled for choice, and there's so many different ways to do it. So I am curious, like, what are people's philosophies? When you're listening to us rant about bases, you're probably thinking of the way you do bases. Are you just like, I'll throw a texture base down, like a texture paste, down after I glue the mini to the base. I won't even paint it. Whatever color it is, I'm done.
Oh, right.
Are they like that? Or are they like...
I'm sure there are some people out there like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or are they more like, I need the base to be as good, if not better than the mini?
Yep.
Because if I'm going to spend all this time painting this mini, spend 6 hours painting the mini, I'm going to spend 2 hours on the base.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's holding my mini back. Like, I'm so curious to see how other people approach the game.
Yeah.
Do you think about bases when you buy the army?
Yeah.
Or is it last minute or something, you paint them and then you go, so what do I want to do now with these paint schemes? Because I don't really go in with a plan.
Me either. Well, I should think about bases first, but I don't. I think about bases once I've started building the models.
Yeah, yeah.
And by then it's like kind of like too late, right?
Yeah.
Like, and then I think then I just default to like texture paint, and then you end up with kind of bland bases, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it will be texture paint and a few tufts.
Yeah.
I've started going pretty heavy when it comes to tufts. I've got a lot of different varieties now, and you sort of mix it up and you can get quite a natural look.
Yeah.
Where like one or two tufts can look quite sparse, unless you're doing like a desert kind of theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the...
It'd be great to know.
If you there's a couple of my orcs. I've got 30 orcs, and when you look at them, they look like they're in a grassy sort of wasteland.
Yeah,
like all 30 sitting there.
Yeah,
but there's only 7 tufts.
Oh,
because like the overall look,
the
cohesive look of the unit, it gives you that vibe.
Yep.
But you're right. If you're doing like an individual model and you just put one tuft on, you're just like, where are you?
Yeah.
Are you lost?
Yeah.
You found the one piece of grass.
Yep. That's right. And I have a habit of like nearly every base has to have a tuft on there.
Oh yeah.
And I tried when I'm painting the jackals, I tried to go for a deserty kind of vibe, and I did leave a few bases without tufts.
Sure.
But then at the time I was only putting like a single colored tuft down, and I'm like, what if I got like an alien like bluey kind of tuft? And then I started mixing it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, so all the ones that don't have tufts can now get one of these.
Yeah, nice.
And then before I knew it, I'd put tufts on all of them again.
All your stuff is toughed out, man.
It is.
And it looks so tough.
It's quite tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool because it's the kind of base you would look at it and be like, I'd never think to do that
Yeah.
before I started putting tufts on the thing.
Yep.
Do you glue your tufts? What do you
Depends.
Oh, sure.
I used to super glue them.
Right.
But now, because they're all sticky, I just
slap them
raw dog
on,
it.
right?
Yeah. I've never had one come off.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
So I saw this in a disc. I think it was the OPR Discord, like just last week.
Yeah.
They were talking about, was it OPR? Yeah, anyway, they were talking about tufts and how you got to always glue them because they come off. And I'm like, I've been using just the one, any brand has with the sticky tape.
Yeah.
I slap it down. Never had one come off.
Never had one come off. At least not that I've noticed. Like I've never like picked up a model and then been like, oh, there's a tuft stuck to my finger.
Yeah.
You know, like
that tuft is missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to super glue them down, but then super glue can be funny. Sometimes like it can react with something and then it goes like all like chalky or whatever.
Sure, yeah.
And I don't want to risk having that on the base because then it will look a bit crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
There you go. So
There you go.
that's basing.
Yeah, basically that's basing 101.
Yeah, I do. I think basing is important and does deserve its own space because, like we mentioned earlier, it accentuates the model.
Yeah.
Just a simple base.
Yeah.
Just pick, and that's my challenge to those listening.
Yep.
Because as we were talking about this episode, I was thinking about things, my grey knights that I need to base.
Mm-hmm.
Just go base a unit that you don't have based, that's been sitting there for a while.
Yep.
With the simplest texture paint and a rock or two,
Just
or
get it
texture
done.
paint and a tuft.
Yep.
Give it the rim job. You
Yep.
must.
You have to.
I would say that's equally as important as the base.
Never have a miniature finished without a rim job.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not done. Until you have a rim job, it's not done.
Yeah, yeah. And and I was so against that idea until you sit there with 20 models and you just do the victory lap.
Yep.
And then at the end, it's the full stop at the end of the sentence.
It is the chef kiss.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So it's the framing
Yep.
of your photo that
Yep.
you've just made.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
2 questions for you.
Oh, yeah?
Go on. Shoot, Churchy.
If you want to magnetize your bases,
Great question.
does that affect how you build up the base with like other details and stuff? And also, have you guys ever tried to put like LED lighting or something in the base, like something crazy like that?
Great questions.
That is
I'll field the first, you field the second.
Done.
And then we'll field them together.
Yep.
And then we'll make a field.
Then we play field ball.
Okay. First thing, the bases, it depends. It depends.
Depends.
Because there are a lot of bases that they come with, those Games Workshop bases, Churchy, they come with the gap.
Yeah.
There's a void underneath
Yep.
that you live in. There's a void underneath the base where you can just slap in magnets.
That's if you're magnetizing a base for a transport method.
Yeah,
Church,
true.
are you talking about magnetizing models to bases?
Or both.
Or like what? Like
Potentially, yeah. Just like any kind of magnetization that you might have to consider.
because I'm going to quickly jump in.
Yeah, sure.
My Imperial Knight, I magnetized the model to the base because I was intending on having a display base
Sure.
and a gameplay base.
Interesting.
So the display base was going to be like a cross section of like a trench.
Yep.
So I had this great idea, and then one day I saw it online. And I'm like,
Someone's
fuck
already
this
done
guy.
it. Yeah.
And so it's basically the knight standing over a trench, and I was
Yeah.
going to have some guardsmen like running through the trench.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's going to be standing like 100 mil above the base, right? And
Sure.
that's just modeling to disadvantage.
Yeah.
So I was like, what if I magnetize the model so I can take it off that and put it on a regular base,
Sure.
and then play games with that?
Yeah.
So I did that, and I magnetized, the feet of the knight to the base.
Yeah. Interesting.
And I did have to sort of work around my basing details. So I used cork and I used the tile plastic card that I'd done with everything else.
Yeah.
But I just spent a lot of time like marking out where the feet were going to go.
Yeah.
Not drilling, but like sculpt. What do you call it? Like gouging out to push the magnet in.
Yeah. Sure.
And the feet was probably the hardest part. But yeah, so that did determine how I kind of based it because of those magnets.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to think about that. There's a whole, what do you call it? Mechanical side. And engineering side. Where you gotta
like
think about.
how's this going to work? If I put the magnets around the wrong way, it's going to muck it all up.
Oh, the polarity.
Yeah.
Started on the polarity.
And I need to like make sure the feet are in the right place, because then if the magnets aren't straight, it'll snap to the thing funny, and the knight won't be standing properly on the base.
Yeah.
But if you were transporting minis, then you're just gluing them underneath, and it's got nothing to do with it. So
Unless they're MDF bases, in which case you got to drill all the way through them.
Yep.
And then the magnet's still probably popping up.
Yeah.
To keep it flat on the bottom, it kind of protrudes through the side where your miniatures are. So then you got to go over it with modeling compound, but not too thick.
Then you can also get magnetic sheets that are cut to size.
Yeah, sure.
Adhesive, stick to the bottom of the base.
Yeah.
Bob's your uncle, mate.
But have you done that? Do you see like a gap between, like you can see where the base is on another material? Do you know what I mean?
It's that thin that
It doesn't even matter.
Nah.
Yeah, it's like a base topper.
Yeah, it's like a base topper. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But reverse, it's a base bottomer.
Base bottomer. Base
Yeah.
bottom.
I've never touched LEDs. I can appreciate someone doing them.
Yeah.
I just don't even care about them.
Nah.
If someone's like, I made this LED thing, I'm like, I can appreciate how long that took.
Yep.
I just don't care, because it's just kind of like, for me, it's throwing a medium that's so far removed from like the miniature medium. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like you're incorporating
Electronics.
light that acts in a very accurate way
Yeah.
to like our artist representation of a miniature. If that makes sense.
That's true. I've never done it, but I did for a while buy required pieces to do it.
Sure.
I went to J Car, and I bought the little battery thing, and I bought the resistors, and I bought the LEDs and the wire, and
Yeah.
I just never got around to putting it on. Mind you, it was they're all cheap, so little bits and pieces here and there.
Yeah.
But I never got around to actually doing it. But it wasn't until I did my Stormhawk ship that I've got on this piece. So instead of a flying stand, I've got like an old chimney terrain piece.
Yeah.
And then I've got a tiny little bit of flying stand.
Yeah.
But then I got like this like teddy bear fluff to look like smoke.
Yeah. Nice.
And it wasn't until after I'd done that, I'm like, oh man, I could have put an LED in there.
Yeah. I think like
it's all there. It could have hit the
Yeah.
wires. It could have hit the battery. It was the perfect thing for it. But I didn't think about it until I'd like stuffed this thing full of like, what did I use? Oh, to like filler and stuff to make it like solid. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I think that's a
Yeah.
great time to use it too, is like when it's obfuscated a little bit and you're not just staring at LED like eyes or
Yeah, like
whatever.
it would have been diffused through the smoke. So
Yeah.
I think it
with a little
would've-
flicker in it would have been cool.
would have looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
But too late.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Mm.
I've never, I one of the things that opened my eyes with what you could do for magnets and basing was Sandry's thing that he sent me for the mini swap.
That
That
still
little
blows my
tank over
mind.
there.
And like
Just using paper clips.
Instead of going magnet to magnet, just use paper clips.
I never even thought.
We're idiots. Though.
I know, yeah.
We are,
I was like...
He is a genius.
Yeah.
We are two dum-dums.
We were like, if you want to magnetize something, you need to go magnet to magnet.
Oh, of course, because how do magnets work? They work off each other.
They need to click together. They're magnets. Can't just stick it on a metal object or anything.
Magnets only work on other magnets.
Exactly. That fridge behind us, it's a big old magnet. It is, because we keep... Yeah. So, yeah, and he just used little paper clips under his tank. No, sorry. The let me get it.
Yeah.
Let me get it.
I'm trying to remember. It's on a plinth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where are the magnets?
In the tank, and I think on the base has the paper clip.
Yeah, so that's so good.
Yeah.
I just yeeted your cable.
Yeah, I know.
Let me have a look at this. Pop this bad boy up because it does come off.
Yep.
Yeah, so the magnet is in the tank.
Yep.
And the paper clip is painted on the ground.
Yeah, which you can't see it once the base is sitting there. The tank's sitting there.
Yeah, that's so cool. And like, whoops, I did that before, and it didn't do it. Oh no, the front fell off. Don't worry, it's magnetized. So I mean, we've already been through this on the mini swap episode, but he's magnetized the what's this thing called?
So like a dozer blade.
Yeah, dozer blade.
Yep.
So that comes off. And then this is magnetized at the back.
Stop it.
So the turret can spin around. I mean, this is a basing episode, but he was able to make a full plinth.
That's a base.
Yeah.
That is a base.
And so that's a really good way of doing it because it's a lot easier to cover like a little paper clip than it is
Yep. Your magnet's not working.
a magnet. What do you mean?
You got the wrong polarity for your paper clip.
There we go. So cool. Oh, I want to incorporate this with a base at some point.
Yeah.
Just using a little paper clip and burying it a little bit and just seeing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Very cool.
Well, there we go. There's basing and magnets as well.
Yeah, curious about how you guys do
Churchy.
it. So, yeah, thanks, Churchy. Good question, Churchy. Let us know on the Discord. Jump in there, the hobby corner. Tell us of your basing things. Shane, I reckon you got to post some of your bases, like the ones with the little silicone
I'll do that.
stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe do it on the day that this comes out.
Yep.
And I'll try
Someday.
and snag a few of my better bases and do the same thing.
Yeah, cool.
Because I'd love to get some ideas. So, yeah, especially if there's someone's little cheat code out there where they're like, hey, look at this awesome base. It takes me like no time. Here's what I do.
Yep.
I'm stealing it.
Yep.
So let me steal all your brain juice, please.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep. Sweet. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to support the show, check out hobbyhomies.com. You can find links to all our cool stuff there. There's also links in the description. We have some minis for sale. If you're in Australia, you can buy them from Guff, the Hobby Homies Parsecs Duo, or if you're internationally, send me a DM on Instagram, Discord.
You got this.
I'm struggling. And I can get you some.
Excellent.
We'll talk about it. Anyway.
We've got some new homies, but let's shout out existing homies, and then we'll shout out some new homies.
Sounds good.
Some changes.
Yep. Here they are. Here's the homies. Get your name up on the board for as little as $2 a month to be like these absolute big dogs. Woo, woo. We have the legendary MJ Moose, Fat Boy, Tom Martin Staff, Son of Psyche, Real
Anax.
Anax, Numa, Gabriel B, The Goats, Burnsy, Fine Dinosaur, Hockers, Gridlock, Jenny, Matty, Matt, and Shannon.
We got the OGs, Darren M, Souls, AU Warrior, Churchy, Rad, Ollie, Don, Pure Blind, Jackson V, Mini Walmart, Analog Line, Tim Smith, Chris P, Vumu, Matt Jackson, Dave Pigeon, Oz Wargaming, Only Schmear, Dan, Trolling Tortoise, Kurt the Viking, and Big Roach. Thank you all so much. There's Rush Miniatures.
Yep, they're on there.
Okay, cool. I'll catch up. We've got Lundy. Became a goat.
He is a goat.
Thank you, Lundy.
He's an absolute goat.
You are a goat. You're an actual goat,
yeah.
But you're also a goat.
Yeah.
We got Marco, who became a member of Homie as well. So
welcome.
Thank you all. You're incredible. We'll update that list, Anax. Sorry. Luckily, we did the Patreon disclaimer on one of our previous episodes.
Yep. Patreon sucks.
And that's what we said. We said Patreon sucks. We might have missed people. This is what we're dealing with. And then he was like, yeah. It sucks, and you guys suck. No, he didn't say that. He was just like, oh,
he's allowed to say that.
Yeah. He knows. He knows.
He pays enough. He's allowed to.
Awesome. Thank you all so much. You're incredible. We'll see you next week. Oh, exciting news, because next week we've got an exclusive sneak peek.
Oh, yes.
We're going to be talking about...
Big up to the boys, Fox and Shane. Set your minds free, no locks and chains. Do what you love, roll the dice. 50-50, we cold as ice.